Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's near and dear to many of our broke college grad hearts: student loans. We all know the struggle. You spend your youth fueled by ramen noodles and existential dread, all for that fancy piece of paper that promises a brighter future. But what happens when you finally have that diploma in hand? Poof! The dream job disappears faster than free pizza at a frat party, and you're left staring down a mountain of debt that feels like it's got you chained to the struggle bus. But hey, enough Debbie Downer vibes. Let's talk about the real and often hilarious ways student loans are leaving you, well, broke. Let's get started. Number 1, the dating struggle is real. The choice of online dating in the age of student loans. Remember those carefree days of swiping right with reckless abandon? Yeah, those went extinct faster than a free pizza at a frat party. Now every potential match comes with a giant asterisk that reads, "Financial responsibility not guaranteed." Imagine this. You finally muster the courage to message your dream match after weeks of agonizing deliberation. The conversation flows like poetry. There's a spark, maybe even a hint of a weekend getaway brewing. And boom! The dreaded topic of finances comes up. Suddenly, explaining your ideal date night involves calculating percentages on a loan repayment calculator instead of brainstorming romantic getaways. It's like your carefully crafted bio posting about your love for travel and adventure gets replaced with a disclaimer: loves to travel responsibly. Read, within a strict budget that involves ramen and budgeting apps. Dating goes from carefree swiping to carefully explaining how your meticulously crafted 10-year student loan payoff plan is actually a sign of admirable financial responsibility. Because, let's face it, who wouldn't be impressed by your dedication to spreadsheets? Look, student loans may not literally haunt your profile picture, but trust us, they're there in spirit, lurking in the shadows, ready to throw a bucket of ice water on any potential love connection. So the next time you consider swiping right, remember, you're not just swiping for a date, you're swiping for someone who can appreciate the finer points of your debt consolidation strategy. Just keep that in mind while you craft your witty opening line. Number 2, adios. Fancy pants apartment. Forget that picture-perfect apartment you envisioned with exposed brick walls and balcony overlooking the city. Student loans have a cruel sense of humor, transforming your dream digs into a scene straight out of the real world, but way less glamorous. Apartment hunting becomes a thrilling and slightly terrifying game of extreme affordability Jenga. Every amenity you add, think in-unit laundry or gasp a dishwasher. Feels like precariously stacking another block on your financial Jenga tower. Suddenly, the dungeon-like basement unit with questionable plumbing and shared kitchen with 8 complete strangers starts to look strangely appealing. At least, the questionable plumbing might come in handy when you inevitably have to cry yourself to sleep because you can afford both rent and that avocado toast you've been eyeing. Number 3, adulting takes a nosedive. Adulting? More like adulting-ish thanks to student loans. Remember when buying a house and having a pet unicorn because hey, maybe you were really into mythology seemed like totally achievable goals? Yeah? Student loans have a dark sense of humor. Now that house seems more like a spaceship destined for Mars and your mythical companion has been replaced by a desperate hope for enough ramen to survive the week. Forget fancy $10 avocado toast. You'd settle for a loaf of bread that doesn't require a second mortgage. Every day feels like a brutal game of would you rather pay rent and live in a shoebox or buy groceries and, well, not have a roof over your head? Student loans basically turn you into a contestant on a reality show called Adulting Extreme Edition. And the only price is the crushing weight of debt. But hey, at least you'll have a killer scene of humor to cope, right? Number 4, forget about early retirement. Ever dreaming of quitting your job by 40 and living life on a beach somewhere sunny? Student loans would like to have a word. Those fancy articles about early retirement? They conveniently forget to mention the giant asterisk that reads, student loans not included. Because thanks to this delightful debt, your retirement plan basically involves 2 things. A whole lot of hoping Social Security doesn't decide to take a permanent vacation by the time you're ready to retire. And B, crossing your fingers that your future self has amazing battering skills to trade those participation trophies you collected in elementary school for a decent meal. So yeah, forget pina coladas on a beach. Your golden years are looking more like bingo nights at a community center. But hey, at least the snacks might be free, right? Number 5, travel? What travel? Picture this. Graduation day. You're young, free, and ready to conquer the world. Except your bank account sings a different tune, one conducted by the mighty maestro of student loans. Forget backpacking through Europe or lounging on a beach in Bali. Those Instagram travel influencer dreams are put on hold indefinitely. Traveling becomes an exercise in extreme frugality. Budget airlines become your best friend, as long as they don't involve any pesky checked bags. Hello, carry-on Tetris champion. Suddenly, a staycation at your parents' house with questionable free Wi-Fi and home-cooked meals, courtesy of mom, starts looking mighty appealing. International travel becomes a distant memory replaced by a thrill of hunting for a cheapest gas station on your next road trip to, well, anywhere that doesn't involve emptying your savings account. Hey, at least you can say you're a master at maximizing those travel points for a free weekend getaway to the next state over. But hey, chin up buttercup. Maybe someday you'll be able to afford that IKEA trip you've been eyeing. After all, a well-furnished basement apartment is practically a vacation destination, right? Number 6, the side hustle shuffle. Forget the hashtag blessed Instagram post of influencers sipping lattes between their side hustles. Thanks to student loans, the side hustles has become less of a trendy hashtag and more of a full-blown circus act. We've all become freelance superheroes, juggling dog walking in the morning with writing gigs at night, all while cramming in a few hours at our actual but probably soul-crushing day job. Our schedules are more color-coded than a toddler's crayon masterpiece, and our sleep deprivation levels rival that of a newborn parent. But at least we can pat ourselves on the back for having the stamina of a marathon runner, right? Who needs a gym membership when you're constantly running from one client meeting to the next? The upside? We're basically building an impressive resume of random skills that would make Mag Gavard jealous. Just imagine the interview question. So tell us about a time you used your dog walking experience to negotiate a better rate on a freelance writing project while simultaneously diffusing a Karen meltdown at your job. Now that's a story that's sure to impress any potential employer, or at least make them laugh nervously. So there you have it, folks. The not so glamorous way student loans are leaving us broke. But at least we have a good story to tell, right? If you're going through a struggle bus ride yourself, remember, you're not alone. Leave a comment below with your funniest or most relatable student loan story. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe to Nordel Media channel for more content that hits a little too close to home.